Namaste Bharat. Welcome to Nation First English. Today, let's talk about Sati, which is often distorted by atheists and liberandus. In this video, we also learn what is Jauhar. Let us also understand meaning of Sati Sahagamanam. The Sanskrit and Telugu transliteration is as follows. Sati means a wife who is extremely devoted to her husband, and Sahagamanam means going along or following. We have grown up listening to ancient folklore and legends about the chaste goddesses who we worship today as Sati Dadi and Rani Sati and other Devis. About how when the husband dies, the devout wife also sacrifices her life along with him on his funeral pyre. And this devout wife is also who we later began worshipping as Sati Dadi or Rani Sati or Kuldevi or Mata Rani. And we have all heard legends about brave women, about their chastity, bhakti, shakti, and about this ancient process of emulating herself on the funeral pyre of her husband is called Sati Sahagamanam. However, its connection to Vedic Dharma and the practice of Sati Sahagamanam or the term Sati Sahagamanam or any evidence of it is not found in any Vedas. Yes, you all have heard it right. It was hardly ever practiced or heard of in the south of Bharat. Then, how was the tradition of Sati Sahagamanam falsely attached to Sanatana Dharma? To find the answer to this question, we must carefully and scrupulously study our Puranas, Itihasas and our nation history. Now let's see if we find any examples or incidents of Sati mentioned in our Puranas and Itihasas. There are two known incidents in our Puranas that resemble Sati Sahagamanam. One is in Shiva Purana and other is in Mahabharata. However, these are not traditions practiced by everyone. Let's understand those incidents clearly. Shiva Purana, Sati Devi, the daughter of Daksha Prajapati, humiliates herself, unable to bear the insult to her husband Shiva during the Daksha Yagna. Next incident was in Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, King Pandava had two wives, Kunti Devi and Madri Devi. One day, the King Pandava forgot about his curse about being physically intimate with Madri. As a result of sage curse, King Pandu immediately died. Madri blames herself for causing her husband's untimely death and chose to accompany him in death by emulating herself on his funeral pile as his chaste wife. Kunti, the Yadava princess, did not perform Sati. Instead, Kunti Mata took up the responsibility of caring and raising her children and Madri's children. In Ramayana, when King Dasharatha of the Surya dynasty died, his queens Kausalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi did not perform Sahagamanam. Next, let's look at the practice of Jauhar. Generally in ancient India, when two wars occurred between our Hindu kings, the wives and the children of the kings as well as the women of the kingdom were not harmed or physically violated. But when foreigners invaded us, in addition to defeating our kings, they abducted the women and the children of these Hindu kingdoms, made them slaves or sold them in auctions. So barbaric were these foreign invaders that even after these Hindu women would die, their dead bodies would also be desecrated. This is how our Hindu women chose to die an honorable death over being sold as slaves or being crushed and violated at the hands of wicked foreign invaders. This eventually became Jauhar. Jauhar, a symbol of honor and self-immolation. Jauhar is a symbol of self-respect, honor, valor and sacrifice. Imagine those dharmic women dressed as brides, wearing kumkuma and haldi, holding hands and stepping into the blazing fire while their husbands, brothers and sons fought on the battlefield until their last breath. These women sacrificed themselves to protect their honor. Jauhar is not a defeat. It was their declaration of honor, valor and chastity. It was in fact a courageous outcry as shown to the world. You can take our lives but not our chastity and honor. We should bow our heads to the feet of those brave women. Their sacrifice will forever shine like eternal fame in our culture. The first Jauhar recorded in history took place in the year 1903. At the time when Chittorgarh fort in Rajasthan was under siege by the Delhi Sultan Alauddin Khilji, thousands of women sacrificed their life in those flames while the Rajput fought on the battlefield until the last breath. In that war, Rani Padmavati along with other women performed Jauhar to protect their honor. Similarly, Jauhar also occurred in 1535 and 1568 Common Era during the time of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. Even today, Padmini Mahal and Jauhar Kund are spoken as one of the most haunted places of India. Sacrifices during the partition of India, 1947. Even under subsequent British rule, many atrocities and injustice occurred. Finally, in the year 1947, India gained independence, but it has also left behind the tragedy of partition. The horrors, violence and bloodshed that occurred during the partition still shake our hearts. During that time, women in the regions of Punjab, Bengal suffered immensely. Thousands of women were abducted and humiliated in the mass violence. In those terrible moments, many made a sacrifice similar to Jauhar to protect their honor. In Tawa Khalsa, Rawalpindi, now in Pakistan, approximately 90 Sikh women jumped into single will and sacrificed their lives to avoid humiliation and violation at the hands of the enemies. Similarly, in regions like Lahore, Multan and Bengal, many women jumped into fires and wells and lost their lives. In the same year that gave us freedom, the sacrifices, tears and blood of those women remain unforgettable memory for us. Conclusion. So, as you can see, we have learned what Sati Sagaman is, and we have learned about Jauhar too. From now on, if anyone says that Sati is part of Sanatana Dharma, please ask them to quote the references from our Puranas and Itihasas. And for Shastra Pramanas, ask them who among their ancestors performed Sati. Please share your opinion on this matter in the comment section below. If you liked our video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Nation First English. Let's meet again. Until then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.